What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Here we are with another reaction. In this one, we have Private Tour of Australia's Craziest Zoo. This is kind of part two. This video for me as I watched the first 12 minutes. Before we dive into this, if you guys happen to enjoy, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up, and let's see what's going down in these Aussie zoos.
Noah, I'm embarrassed to admit that I had no idea that Australia even had penguins. I knew they're in Tasmania, but I had no idea there were penguins here.
Yeah, so this species is called little blue penguin. They are found all around Tasmania, and all along the mainland from Victoria all the way over to the Western Australia, so all along the south coast.
We were out diving at this island, and my cameraman Dre hopped in with a GoPro, and we're on a scuba dive, and I looked up, and he's literally taking a selfie video with a penguin underwater.
That's incredible.
And I had no idea, so we'll cut that footage here to the video, but it was absolutely crazy. I was like, holy crap, there's a penguin while we were on a scuba dive. And I didn't even know there were penguins here, which is so cool. What else makes them unique?
They're the only species of blue penguin, so you can see that coloration on their backs. They've got that very iridescent blue. This is to help with their camouflage. So same with the other penguins and like sharks and stuff like that. These guys have their blue backs that help them to blend in with that blue water, and they can hide from any sea eagles or anything above them. And then those white bellies help them to blend in with the sky and hide from anything underneath them.
And blue is the...
Absolutely freaking adorable. Look at them. Yes, I'm a grown man. I just think I know adorable when I see adorable. And that's what these penguins are.
The rarest color in nature. So anytime you see a blue animal, it's very rare and unique. So this is really cool.
I've seen tons of incredible, iconic Australian animals, but this next animal is quite possibly the most iconic of them all.
Guys, while we're out here on this super remote jungle hike, I want to take a moment to tell you about something that I absolutely love, and it's this app right here. This is Onyx.
I'm going to skip the sponsor.
This facility is absolutely incredible. If you're ever in Victoria, Australia, if you're ever in Melbourne, it's worth the hour drive to Ballarat Wildlife Park. It's hands down my favorite wildlife facility I've been to in Australia, bar none. I strongly recommend it to you guys. Let's look at these two.
So this is Jimmy Jam?
Oh, hi, Jimmy Jams. Oh, you kind of mean mugging me, aren't you? Wow.
That's his face.
That's just your face. You have resting male koala face. Can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. Oh, and then who's this little one? Who's this little
this is
type?
Leo. This is Lily's Joey from last year.
Oh, he's adorable.
So he's about 12 months old now.
He's 12 months old?
Yes.
Gotcha. Hi, buddy. Now, Cass, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that koala, like, hey, watch how you talking to my child. You feel, I don't know you. I don't know who you is. So keep a safe distance. You know, they say koala, we don't attack much, but you come any closer, I'm jumping, and I'm going for your face. But it did look like that koala was trying to kind of protect, like, as he was kind of talking about it. But just to get to see koalas up close and in person, like, that's just, I don't know, it's cool. I'm always fascinated by animals, so I think that's really dope, even though I know koalas carry the chlamydia and everything.
People think of koalas as being so cute and soft and cuddly. They're extremely territorial, extremely ferocious to each other in the wild, right? They'll rip each other to shreds. Is that true?
Oh, really?
They can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, especially during breeding season.
Sorry, I had no idea there was a koala over my shoulder.
Another one.
Yeah, the whole time.
So a lot of biting, a lot of screaming, a lot of carrying on.
They're quite stinky.
They are. The males especially. So if you see on Jimmy's chest, he's got a big scent gland down the middle.
On the middle of his chest, and they rub that on trees as a marking thing?
They do, yes.
He's a very pungent, sort of cheesy smell.
Yeah, it's not very nice,
It's
is it?
not nice, no. He's like, I don't know, just kind of gross, to be honest. But
It's
so
kind of
cute
gross.
nonetheless. Come get close in here, Kyle. Like, look at this guy. He's got this mean mugging face. He's got this body odor that's pretty repulsive. It smells like really old blue cheese. And then this soft, fluffy face. I mean, koalas are amazing, and their closest living relative is the wombat.
That's correct.
They're basically a tree wombat. What other similarities to wombats do they share?
So they both have a backwards facing pouch. So the wombats, it's important so that when they're digging their burrows, the dirt doesn't fling down and bury their joey in the pouch. Whereas for the koalas, it's super important because when they're about 4 months old, they stick their head out of the pouch and they stimulate the mother so that she creates a substance called pap.
Okay, so if I'm understanding this correctly, when a koala is born, it's the size of a jelly bean. It's like this big, right?
Smaller, this
Smaller.
big.
In order for them to be able to eat eucalyptus leaves, which is a highly toxic plant, they need to build up a gut microbiome that's able to digest that. And in order to build up that gut microbiome, they use that backwards-facing pouch to stick their head out and lick up pap. Pap is something that the mother produces. It's basically a diarrhea filled with this stuff. And that gut loads the joey to be able to digest the toxic eucalyptus.
That's correct.
Hi, and who's this over here?
See, as much as I get fascinated by animals, it's just some detail, some information that might not always be the greatest to know. It might not, I might could have wondered what pap was for the rest of my life, and wondered how little koalas ate for the rest of my life, and I'd have been perfectly fine. But it's also really just kind of cool to see how nature has, even with humans, but just how nature, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Everything is perfectly designed in a sense to, right, help your child grow. Your body just naturally does what it does to help your child. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm going to start the video before I sound more dumb.
Here.
This is Poppy.
Hi, Poppy. Now, look at Poppy. She's got the opposite face on Jimmy Jez over here. Poppy looks sweet and cuddly.
She is.
And Jimmy looks mean. Yeah, I felt that. Jimmy looks mean as anything, but they're both actually really sweet, aren't they?
They are.
Look at Poppy's claws. Don't be fooled thinking that this drop bear is harmless. Those are some serious claws, and I really don't encourage anybody to try pick these animals up. I mean, you really shouldn't pick up any animal in the wild. Look at this guy cruising over at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Hey, bud, you just woke up. You just realized what was going on, huh? Well, this is awesome. Let's keep going.
Amazing.
So check this guy out. This is a spotted quoll, an animal I absolutely love that I've caught on trail camera. Oh, he's peeing on me a few times, which is okay. I stink like all kinds of stuff already today. But this is a spotted quoll. This is the mainland's largest marsupial predator, and these guys are crazy efficient predators. Unlike the devils, these guys will absolutely launch out and attack and grab you and tear things up. And they'll climb up trees, grab possums, birds, all kinds of things. As cute as he looks, Nicolas Cage over here is not somebody that you want to go in with because, he just peed on me again. He will bite the crap out of you, but he's very, very cool, very, very beautiful animal, and certainly makes it into that list of iconic animals from Australia, if you ask me. Hey, bud.
Yeah, he ain't playing no games. He said, don't you dare come in this cage. He peeing all over my boy. Those are warning pees. Don't do it. And get your fingers out my cage before I bite them off.
Hey, little bud.
This spotted quoll might be cute, but now it's time to meet one of Australia's most infamous and most controversial animals.
Well, this is incredible. So this is Esky.
Yeah,
and Esky's an alpine dingo, right?
That's right, Esky and Luna. So Esky is a purebred alpine dingo, and he was bred at a dingo sanctuary in Bargo, New South Wales.
Alpine dingoes are interesting because they have a double coat,
That's right.
Compared to the lowland dingoes.
That's right,
yeah,
exactly.
That's so cool.
And also the alpine dingo, you'll find this white coloration appearing.
Is that why he's named Esky? I think I learned this coming to Australia. Esky is what you guys call a fridge or a cooler,
That's
right?
Yeah. So they're from sort of that cooler climate. So
that makes sense. How have these two been trained so well?
Well, they have, but sometimes they won't listen. They're just being good in front of my guests.
Sure. Well, you're a good boy,
Yeah,
Esky.
he's a good boy.
Oh, hold up.
Wild in the
See, y'all got to get up out of there. That little fast twitch, if I'm the cameraman, bro, I would have jumped so hard, bro. That moment, I said, that we filmed the dingoes enough. I'm going to get up out of here and film from a distance. We'll use the zoom feature. But I don't like them fast twitches like that, them sudden movements.
Still, they're jumpy and aware of everything.
They are, in Australia, a conflict animal. I mean, on Fraser Island, they're nipping people on the bum that have been feeding them.
That's right, and that's what happens. People feed them.
Yep.
They go to an area where these animals can't get away from, like an island.
Right.
They go to them and they feed them, they get used to people, and then all of a sudden someone doesn't have food for them and they're going to nip you.
And they go, I want some food.
Yeah.
It's not aggressive.
It's
they're
not
just saying,
aggressive
hey,
at all.
I'm used to
I
something.
know.
The common belief, and my understanding is this is sort of beginning to change a little bit. 4,000 years ago,
Yep.
humans brought dogs over with them, closely related to the Indian wolf. Over 4,000 years, evolved to be the dingo. Now, the dingo outcompeted the thylacine in mainland Australia, but at the island of Tasmania, you drive down the highway and there is a dead macropod every 100 feet.
That's
And it's
right.
because there's no dingoes there and there's no thylacine there. So
Yeah.
the herbivores have just exploded,
They
and
have.
the amount of mange, facial tumor disease, all of these diseases, because there is no alpha predator to wipe out the sick and the weak, is
Yeah.
unbelievable. Well, this is really cool, Julia. I've never got to interact with dingoes like.
I've never thought of nature in that way. I know, like, if you take out certain animals from ecosystems, right, it's gonna really harm. But I guess I didn't, in a sense, think of if these prey don't have predators, there's gonna be other diseases and stuff that take them out, because the predators, what are you gonna go for? The sick and the weak, right? You're not gonna go for the healthy. It's too much work. You're gonna go for what's easy. You don't got the energy to be chasing the healthy. So they take out the sick and the weak. So that stops some of these diseases from spreading to so many. But when there are no predators, the sick and the weak spread those diseases more and more of the animals are infected. So is it worse to not have any predators than to have predators? Can somebody answer me in the comment section? I've never thought of it like that.
this, and one didn't even eat my baby.
But they would if they could.
But they
Follow this
would.
channel, you follow me. You know, there's one iconic Australian animal that stands above the rest for me, and it's this beautiful creature right here. It's the thylacine. Now, sadly, that animal is extinct. It used to be the apex predator of both mainland Australia and Tasmania, till it was either outcompeted by dingoes or driven to extinction by human beings. One way or another, during my lifetime, I hope I get to see one, whether that's through de-extinction work or one gets discovered out in the wild. That would be incredible. But let's all just remember that conservation is the point of this. Getting connected to animals is important so that the future generations can stop things from going extinct before it's too late, like the beautiful thylacine that I'm sitting here next to. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, a comment, a subscribe, and all those good things. And make sure that you stay tuned so that we can enjoy more conservation work together.
Thoroughly enjoyed. That was genuinely like awesome. Australia's zoo, that was incredible, and everything he got to do with the animals, like, it's just so freaking cool. And you can tell he's very knowledgeable. Hopefully, videos like this and people like him do get more people aware of these animals and their environments and not letting them go extinct. Right, helping the cause rather than harming it. That's all we got. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to subscribe. Give it a thumbs up. Check out the next. I'll see y'all next.